Do you know someone who always has a new idea? That's always the I know it all kind of person, and that tells you, no, but this doesn't work because no, but you should be doing this. No, but you know, I read that, I watched this video that says this, that I know everything and I read all these books, but you don't have a freaking dollar in your pocket. Do you know this kind of person that knows it all and is not making not even a dime a month? If you know, let me know, because I know a bunch. And even though these people are already kind of better than those who don't even study, both of these personalities don't work. You don't study anything, of course it's a negative. You study too much and you know it all, of course it's negative. But both of them somehow share one thing together, which is the cognitive overload. Both people, actually everyone in this world, I would say 99.9% of people, and I include myself in that percentage, even though I force myself to get out, we live in a cognitive overload. What is a cognitive overload? It's the overload of information. We get fed on social media, we get fed with the YouTube. We learn. We ask ChatGPT questions, DeepSeek. We know so much that we, first of all, forget. And second, the most important thing, we don't have the experience, we don't have the practical knowledge. We don't have what I call action intelligence. And you cannot replace action intelligence. So how do you get out of this cognitive overload, of this need of always going to the next event? I should read another book before I take action. Can you tell me a book about how to handle emotions? Can you tell me, brother, sister, there's not even a book that on how to handle emotions. You just go, you just leave. So let's dive into it. First of all, you want to minimize the quantity of decisions, useless decisions you take in a day. I tell you, becoming a high value entrepreneur, it requires a lot of decision making every single day. You cannot make mistakes, especially if you grow in a company. Especially if you get yourself big, you cannot think, oh, I'm gonna just make some mistakes. So what we wanna do is to minimize the quantity of decisions. And second of all, we want to minimize the quantity of the information. We want to become selectively ignorant on purpose. That's big. Secondly, we want to absolutely minimize the multitasking. Majority of people, ADHD like me, they want to do so many things at the same time. You should not. There are actually studies that say that multitasking decreases your, executive IQ more than cannabis, more than weed. Can you believe? So if you're doing multitasking, remove multitasking. Read the book called Deep Work and just learn how to do deep sessions of work, because many people think, oh, I'm working 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day, but real work is the real thing that puts you forward. And many people don't do ever deep work. And the third thing is to stop thinking what you have to do. Oh, but what if this happens? What if that happens? Take action more. The third thing of not getting this cognitive overload is to clean your brain, like do things more and more and more. Get in the motion, because the motion brings the actual creativity. You know all those people who plan, and they plan in a negative emotional state. When you plan, it's when you're hyped, and guess when you're hyped? When you're emotional. So guys, I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the chat if you are one of those people who always need to get to the next event, to watch the next video before you take action, because that's need to stop.